Good morning and welcome to What's in this week's Oban Times with me, Sandy Neal.
And me, Owen Wild.
We always love hearing your stories and seeing your photographs, so you can either email us at editor@obantimes.co.uk or you can give us a call at 01631 568 000. And this morning I won't hold you back any longer because Owen has some big news.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Sandy. I do have some big news, but first, I've got a question for you. How does it feel to live in Scotland's Town of the Year?
I gotta tell you, it feels pretty amazing.
I think so as well. That's right, Owen's won the award, and after the 2024 we've had, I personally think it's very well deserved. You can hear more from the judges and the people who made it happen by reading this week's paper or going to www.westcoasttoday.co.uk. Much of Islay was left without internet for nearly 2 days following Storm Ashley, and outages like this are still far too frequent, according to local councillors. But change is coming, as full fibre is soon to be rolled out. Tesco has officially made the decision to open on a Sunday on Lewis. The move has attracted criticism from the local clergy, but the supermarket chain has defended the decision. We've also heard from humanitarian worker Katie Roxburgh this weekend. The Islay residents' account of the crisis in Gaza is powerful, and she's calling for donations so that more can be done to help Gazan families in need. And finally, a business in Tobermory is closed for the foreseeable future following Storm Ashley. McGaughins, situated in the flood-troubled Ledig car park, has severe water damage. But with the town having recently installed a new flood mitigation system, how has this happened? Find out tomorrow in this week's paper or online.
Thank you very much, Owen. Well, I've mostly been looking northwest this week in our sister title, the Oban Times. Campaigners there fighting to save Fort William's Moss Park care home from closure have described a very unpleasant rollercoaster for residents and families. Scotland's Health Secretary, meanwhile, has said there is no option to make do and mend at the old Belford Hospital, as campaigners plead with him to get the stalled new hospital back on track. And finally, back on Oban Times turf, this year's edition of the Tobermory Book Festival brought authors and audiences together to discuss everything from the medicinal powers of seaweed and the extraordinary journeys of the Manx shearwater. Talking of which, we've got to fly too. So it's goodbye from me, Sandy Neal.
And goodbye from me, Owen Wild.
Bye.